Well, you're right, guys, at the plot, having a tomatoey day today. I think I'm going to pack up with these tomatoes up here. They're just, nothing's going to come of them. And they're dying off quite quickly. It isn't blight, it's just dying off, look. But I've got my list here. Yeah, there's no flowers left to speak of. And the fruits that are on there are just like, not very good, you know? I mean, that's not nice at all, so I'm not going to pick that one. In fact, that's going on my makeshift compost pile over there. I can safely say that this year has been my worst ever year for outdoor tomatoes up at the plot. At home, they're fantastic. But at home, they're up against a white wall, which reflects the heat from the sun and that. I don't know what it is up here. It could be that. I mean, it's certainly not lack of nutrients and that sort of thing. So I'll pick what I can. I've got my list because I numbered them. And I can't remember what that one there is. What is it? That's 3 in from that side. That's Custo, what you call it. But not very big, is it? Oh, they're quite good, actually. I'll take those. Yeah, so I'm going to do this. These are the beefsteak, this side. The other side, the cherries and the normal tomatoes. But we'll see. I'll grab a few. And I'll put them on the water trough and show you what I've got. And then maybe end of the week, I should be... well, getting rid of them, yeah. So, that's number 1. There we are, that's not too bad. So I'm going to write on these at the top here. Number 1. Number 1. Right, catch you in a bit. Now. Oh, that's all right. What's that one then? 3 in from that end. Rose de Burn. Yeah, so that's another one I've had before. I don't want to be picking ones I've not grown before. Oh dear. Well, I don't think it's just the tomatoes, you know. I think it's probably one of my worst years ever. 4 in. Pink boar. Is he tiny? Horrible, he's slug eaten. Now there's hope for these. I'm going to tie those up actually. They are the latecomer, that's buffalo horn. And I was thinking they'd come to nothing. And there's one there, 3 in from that end. Roma, see Roma, common one again. The one next to it, red snapper, that's a big one. Ooh, I'll have that before he goes over. That's number 4 today. Yeah, these aren't too bad here. It's the beefsteaks are the worst, but there's still nothing compared to previous years. I'll take a couple of Romas because I'm making some sauces later on anyway. But I'm not going to bother tasting these. Well, guys, apart from the few that I picked for the previous tomato taste test, that is just about it for my total yield from 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30 different varieties of tomato. Okay, there's a few orgeroins. I'll get another 6 to 10 tomatoes, I guess. But what a pathetic year. Oh well, these things are sent to try us, aren't they? I'll have to do better next year. Like the teacher said at school, must try harder, house. What I'm going to do now then, I've lifted all the sweet peas now. I'm just going to scavenge this lot to get the best seeds out of them. And the rest of it will go in the communal compost pile. So I'll catch you in a bit. Okay then guys, back home now, or is it homestead? People seem to be calling any little bit of land they got now a homestead, but anyway, back home now. And look at the difference. You know, these are fantastic. These are Shirami, Meccano, the two different Starfighters. I should tie that one up a bit there, really, shouldn't I? The Tumbling Toms in the basket. Tim's Taste of Paradise. Vivacious. Resto, mate, that'll be ripening up soon. And Barry's Crazy. I've had a few of those already. Huge trusses on these. Oh. And even, hang on. Oh. The Volunteer Santium Sunrise on the end of the veggie pod there, look. That's doing better than any tomato at the plot. What's going on? All right, guys, outside the back garden with the veggie pod, kitchen garden. I think I told you last time it's been in the greenhouse, and since it's been in the greenhouse, I'm getting an awful lot more fruit off it. Now I'm suspecting because the flowers are getting better. Not so much pollination, but disturbance from insects, because as you probably know, tomatoes are perfect flowers. They don't actually need insects. They don't need insects to pass the pollen, but they like insects to vibrate the pollen. So what I've got, I've shown you this before, it's an old ultrasonic toothbrush, and what I do now and again, especially now, towards the end of the season, get the last few tomatoes. I'm just tickling the branches to simulate a bee flying around, and it's the right sort of frequency for the flower to go poo. And I used to have some footage, I can't find it anywhere, perhaps I lost it when my computer went down, of me doing this on a flower and all the pollen bursting out. It was fantastic. Can't find it anywhere now. Probably on YouTube somewhere. Yeah, that's about it, I reckon. Yeah, that'll do. Cool. And if I do this next year, let's put this out the way a bit. If I do this, when I do this next summer, I'm not doing the overwintering ones, but what I'll do, I'll look for another tomato plant like this Golden Hour. They're fantastic. These are lovely tomatoes. They really are good tomatoes. Maybe a little bit more dwarf in its habit. You know, this one probably needs a lot more support than I can give it in here. So I'll put this one back. I'm going to put this back. I'll put this one back where it came from and go and grab the other one and see what that's doing. Wow, here it is. Can't really see what I'm doing here, can you guys? Just taking off the dead leaves. There's a few round the back, and where they are is where it's touching the wall, actually. Yeah. Let's grab some more fruit. Cool. I've left the light unit, the light LED bar indoors. Look, I tell you what, this Golden Hour, it certainly has not disappointed. Very good tomato. So if you ever find it, it's worth buying. See again, let's see, this really does need supporting properly. Luckily, it's dangling over the side of a drawer unit, so it's not too bad really. But next year, again, look for something a bit smaller. I don't think it's going to need much of a haircut. Lots of green tomatoes on it, and I'm a bit loath to cut much off, to tell you the truth. I don't know if you noticed, you can see on this one, not so many flowers, look, on the indoor one. So maybe maybe it's just the end of its life going over, but looks green enough though, doesn't it? But this one's got a lot of green tomatoes on it, so there's some around there. I'll get those in a second. Now I'm going to cut that bit off and find my scissors. Yeah, so there's nothing on that now, look. One green tomato there, so I'll leave that. Is it worth it for one tomato? No. Let's get rid of all that. That's a bit better. And loads of green tomatoes down here. Right, back indoors with this. Okay then, last up for today's tomatoey thingy day. I'm going to make some tomato sauce, not ketchup, just tomato sauce to use in other dishes like curries and bologneses and stuff like that. So I've just picked the ones you've seen at the front there. These are the vivacious, and they're a plum tomato. They're quite pasty anyway. And these are the Meccano. There's quite a few in there. I'm not sure how much I'll get out of them, how much juice, but we'll come on to the Ninja juicer in a minute. I've used this last year. Brilliant bit of kit. So we've got a pan of water on the boil, just about. And all I'm going to do is take the calyxes off the tomato and just beneath the skin, make a small cross, drop them in carefully for about a minute, and then into a bath of cold water. It can be ice water, but I find cold water is just as good. You might have to just change the water a few times, that's all. So I shan't bore you with this too much, but I'll do I don't know, a dozen at a time or something. Let me just show you how much I'm scoring them if I can get close enough. I got the camera on manual focus, so it should be all right. So there's the bottom of the tomato, there's the top of the tomato. So that just a little scratch like that. It's only just that much in, look, okay? There we are now, it's split open quite well now, so just drop that in the cold water. And that one's peeling itself already. Look, a bit too full. Okay then, all we do now is peel the skin back. In fact, don't need to on some of them. Drop that in there, skin in there, look. I just peel right off, look. Great. Lovely jubbly. Let's get more of a production line going. Don't need the knife really. There we are. Right, let's get rid of this lot. Okay then, I think I've shown you this Ninja juicer before. We got the little platform on top. Juice collector. There's a waste tray somewhere, there it is. We've got the waste tray that goes under the front, which I'll show you in a minute. We've got the mechanism itself, which consists of a spout. Go on, get it off. And we've got the juicer screen, and it's like a cone that goes down to, you know, the end where this is where the waste comes out, this is where the juice comes out. Now you've got a choice of three of these. You've got coarse, that's the orange one, medium, and fine. Now I'm going to use the medium, I think, to start off with. If it doesn't work, I'll switch to the coarse. And the last thing we got here is the corkscrew sort of thing. It's the spiral that pushes all the fruit or the vegetables to the end, squashes them up the cone, wherever I put it. Sorry, yeah. Squashes them up the cone, and then the pulp comes out the end and the juice comes out the bottom. And on the bottom there's a little shut-off valve, so if you want to empty the jug underneath, shut the valve, empty the jug, and then carry on again. So let's assemble it in. So let's put the auger back in. I'm going to call it an auger. Medium screen. That goes in. Make sure I haven't forgot nothing. this spirally thingy. It used to take me ages to work this out, and then I realised that the word ninja goes at the top. I wonder why. And then the spout, that all fits on there like that, and it locks into place. Jug goes under there. I'm going to shut it right off with. The pulp thingy goes there. The platform goes on top. Don't need those two. I've got an extra jug somewhere so I can transport things into. I think we're just going to... Oh, there's supposed to be a podger somewhere for pushing things down. But I can't find it at the moment, so that'll do for now. It's only soft fruit anyway, so... Start or reverse. So we're going to go start. I don't know if you can see it. The spiral's going round. It's quite coarse to start off. When it gets finer, it squashes things in. So, well, shall we go, eh? Might have to cut a few of these tomatoes down a little bit. Ooh, they're messy. Well, the juice is coming out, and it's quite thick as well. I'm not decided yet what I'm going to do with the actual juice, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. I may have to reduce it, I'm not sure yet. I got a little cut on my thumb there, and the tomato juice is getting in there. Yeah, see, I'm thinking that screen's blocked already, so I'm going to stop this now, take it all apart, put the orange screen in. It was wishful thinking anyway, so let's have a go. That's better. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Look at that, look at that. Open the gate, start it up again. I have to go and find my proper podger because this isn't right really. Okay, I've never done this before, but it might not work. Let's try it. We're on the finer grid now, mesh, sieve, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to try pouring some of this back in. Well, that's about it. I'll pour that straight back in there. Let's see how much we got then. Good time for the sun to come out. £800ml, 750, 800ml. That's all right, isn't it? So what's that? That's 3 of my Chinese punnets. It's a little bit runny, so I think I will boil it down a bit. Right, big clean up now, isn't it? Am I going to boil that down a bit? Let's have a... Yeah, I am. All right, back in a second with another pan. The question is, am I going to put basil in with it? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's a messy game, this cooking, lark, isn't it? Right, let's get this up warm. Medium pan should do it. Yeah. I'm just going to get it up to temperature and let it simmer for 5 or 10 minutes. Reduced by about, I don't know really. Reduced till I think it's thick enough. How's that? That's about a quarter of an hour in on the simmer, as you can just about see there. Yeah, I reckon it's gone down by about a quarter to a third. So another 5-10 minutes maybe. Don't want it too thick. Because it's more of a sauce than a paste. You know what I mean? It's a bit steamy here. Back in a minute. Look at that. Right, I messed up with my estimation. These are 500ml punnets, not 250, so I won't even get 2 out of this, I don't expect. I don't want to make a mess. Yeah, that's a lot thicker now. Here we are then. So, quick lid, label. God, messy stuffed tomatoes. Yeah, we could call it neat. Yeah. Yeah. Neat Tom sauce. Ooh, 11th of the 9th, 24. Yeah, so like I was saying, really confused about the allotment tomatoes this year. It has been a very challenging year. It's been awful up there. I think it's probably my worst ever year for growing vegetables, and that's saying something, because a lot of people will say, well, you're no good anyway. I don't know who that is, you're Welsh, so is it? Yeah. But as they say, you know, never give up, never surrender, or as they say in the Royal Navy, Latinese, non illegitimi carborundum, don't let them grind you down, you know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tomato episode, guys. Catch you soon.